Hi everyone, it's Sabrina. Welcome to today's first pick a card reading. There's something you should know. But first, how did you enjoy that last video I posted yesterday with the 5 different piles based on the numbers and the numerology? If you enjoyed that video, if you'd like me to create more of that kind of content, please let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, let's get to your messages. What do you need to know? There's something that you should know. Messages from your spirit guides, obviously. So in this video, you have 4 piles, or you can choose the crystal that's getting your attention the most. Pile number 1 is a yellow calcite. Pile 2 is white calcite. Pile 3 is pink calcite. And pile 4 is blue calcite. So, what do you need to know? Pile 1. Hello to all who chose pile 1. If you are attracted to the yellow, this resonates with your solar plexus, which is your 3rd chakra, the energy center that brings you confidence and, well, happiness too. I think with the yellow color, it also resonates with the sun. Okay. Let's find out more. What is it that you need to know? Or what do your spirit guides want you to know? I'm going to start with, I pulled some oracle cards. Now I'm trying to remember. It's like, which ones did I pull first? Let's start with this one. Okay. Feast of Plenty, Choices, and Consequences. So the number 2 and 0. A reminder to trust and follow your intuition. Nurture your relationships. But also maybe be choosy about who you give your energy away to. Very important. Okay. Letting go. Awareness. So I'm not really surprised that these messages are coming out because right now the sun is in Gemini. Actually, I think Mercury is in Gemini. There are many, many planets in Gemini right now. So if you chose pile 1 and your brain recently has just been going wickedly wild with information, it's probably because of Mercury and the sun in Gemini, which loves information, conversations, etc. But with this letting go card, I think your spirit guides are asking you to, or reminding you that you can be selective about who or what you wish to communicate. So there's something new also that's coming in through your intuition. The number 7 is relevant here. So trust your intuition. And that was the very first message that I got here. Trust your intuition, what you feel guided towards or away from. It's okay to sever connections, conversations, especially if the conversations are not supporting you, your values, the things that you believe in. Right, especially if those conversations with others aren't nurturing. Okay, there's intention. This is the quantum consciousness deck. Commitment. I think I need to move these over to make more room. Okay. What's the number on this card? Number 3? Okay. Right. So family. Your soul family, your intuitive family, your star family, even. Whoop. Yeah, camera was not wanting to focus. But what more do we need to know? Pile number 1. Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm going to start out with like the practical, the humble message and readings, and then I'm going to get a little woo-woo. Because your star family is also wanting you to know that they are all around you. Now, what or who your star family is depends on, well, your galactic astrology, what stars, constellations, or galaxies were making certain aspects in your natal chart. So let's look at your other cards. Okay. Actually, bringing all these cards together and reminding you, to choose who you communicate with, choose wisely, because some information is not necessarily accurate or true, which kind of confirms, so much stuff that's on the internet nowadays. Trust your intuition. If it doesn't seem right, it's probably not right. If it doesn't feel right, or if a person that you're communicating with doesn't feel right, then, sever that communication, that conversation. Because honestly, especially if it's something happening over the internet, you really don't know. None of us really know if something or someone is real or fake. So I think your star family are trying to help you get more intelligent about realizing who or what it is that you're communicating with, right? Be careful who you share your yourself with. I'm noticing that the camera's like flickering. It's like, what the heck? Hang on a second. Oh, it stopped. Okay. That's funny. I was going to adjust the camera and then it stopped flickering. Okay. Inner Earth, base chakra, strength, security, laying foundations. Wow. Hang on a sec. All right. I repositioned the camera. Hopefully it's going to stop flickering. Inner Earth, laying foundations, strength, security, base chakra. Your star family, your spirit guides are protecting you from something that isn't necessarily what it seems. So I think this is just like a precaution or a warning. Stellar Gateway activation. So this is a portal. Interesting because there's the Inner Earth portal. For some reason, I'm thinking of dragons. So if you have a dragon spirit guide, it is also protecting you, but also reminding you to just be careful about who you are communicating with. This gateway is opening up for you. It's a manifestation vortex. Okay, helping you to manifest new people into your life, new conversations, new communication, which actually makes perfect sense with the sun in Gemini at the moment. But your star family and your spirit guides are wanting you to know that you have infinite potential. Whatever it is that you desire to manifest for yourself. In fact, your thoughts are manifesting things, so it's very important to be specific about the thoughts and the ideas that you entertain in your mind, because what you think about the most is what you're going to attract next. So, not intended to be scary, it's just the truth about how we attract situations and how powerful the mind is. So, let's pull some. I already pulled some Astro Matrix. Okay. So many of you are going through some sort of change or transition. Okay. And maybe this transformation, even that's happening right now, remember, you're being guided, protected by your spirit guides, your star family, probably the angels as well as the earth, while this portal activation vortex might be continuing to open and expand. You might suddenly realize that you're manifesting things that you need more quickly just by simply thinking about what it is that you need and telling your star team, this is what I need. Okay, also pay attention to your inner sensitivities because your intuition is activating, helping you to align with something better in your life. Okay, so the Three of Cups, Mercury, again, conversations. Oh, and you have the Magician, which is confirming that many of you are probably in the process of changing your reality. And the way that we change our reality is we shift into a different perspective, one day at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 week at a time. It really depends on how you're allowing yourself to shift through different dimensions or perceptions. Now I'm really getting woo-woo, but I'm sure some of you understand this, while others of you are still here trying to figure out how to manage all of this stuff that's going on in your mind. But still, your spirit guides are here assisting you with figuring out how to manifest what you need. Trust your inner self, your sensitivities, because they not only protect you, they not only guide you through your intuition, but your inner sensitivities can also cause you to feel when something doesn't seem right, like fake news, right? Or a fake person. So it's really important for you right now to try and pay attention so that you can also choose more wisely to protect yourself, especially to protect your credentials, right? Your privacy. Part of this manifestation vortex might be requiring you to let go of certain thoughts or false beliefs or a negative mindset, self-doubt. I do feel like you're going through some sort of metamorphosis. But you can claim more power and control over your life and change your life, your reality, by using your creativity. And sometimes it's just by using the creativity of your mind, your thoughts, and your intelligence in a way that, well, it allows you to become a problem solver. So when you sort through and you let go of everything that is absolutely not necessary for you to manifest whatever it is that you desire, then you're going to start manifesting things that you need more quickly. Okay, I'm sure there are many, many more messages here, but I have another pick a card reading that I also want to record today. So pile 1, these are messages from your spiritual team, your higher self, something. I think these are really important reminders too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. If you're interested in private reading of any sort, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. If you were drawn to the white calcite crystal, there's something you should know. I have messages from spirit guides, higher self, and beyond. Let's find out what those messages are. Okay. Winter's dream, gestation period, the number 63, which adds up to 9 when we add 6 and 3 together. Gestation. I love the fact that you've got the snail and the spiral. I love the colors, but this is almost like a stall, like something is in process. Here, I'm going to have to do this because I know in pile 1, I ran out of room and I had to move the crystals. So let's just move your crystal first, and then I won't have to move it later. Adventure. Oh, this is like there's a message about the calm before the storm. Maybe right now in life you're bored, but something exciting is about to happen. Okay, yeah. See, the number 4, if this is a cycle or a phase, 4 usually causes us to slow down and pay attention, or it forces us to focus. Sometimes the 4 will put us in a situation where we are restricted or we are limited in some capacity, whether it's, well, a lot of the time I think it's physical restrictions or limitations. Life might be trying to get you to slow down. Why is that? Okay, so kindred partnership and people. I think this showed up in a pile number 2 from yesterday, didn't it? Or in yesterday's video? Interesting. Pay attention because someone new or new people are about to come into your life. And if you're not paying attention, you might miss out on the opportunity of, what is that? That's the number 4, consciousness. You might miss out on that opportunity to connect with them. It's a cycle. Okay, it is a cycle. It's a phase. I love the fact that you've got 44, which is an angel number. The number 4 as an angel number asks you to trust the process of manifestation. So if any of you who chose pile 2 are trying to manifest a personal relationship, trust the process. The angels are working with you in your manifestation journey. Wow, it's like, I was wondering if that was, I think my hand is like, my hand is irritating my camera, and as soon as my hand comes here or I'm moving, it starts flickering the light to try and adjust. That's because my hand is so white compared to the background. Okay, pile 2, let's look at your other cards. Wait, first, so there are new people coming into your life. You're probably at the end of a phase or a cycle, the number 9. Well, this is a new cycle of moving forward. So what or who the people that are coming into your life soon are people that you're going to be grateful for. And I really don't know who this person is, but your spirit guides are really just wanting you to pay attention, to like slow down and pay attention to everything. So when you go to the store, I'm going to tell you to make eye contact. Well, this is here in the United States. I know that other countries don't allow eye contact. Isn't that interesting? Just pay attention, be observant, because everyone that is happening in your life right now is happening for a reason. And you're going to have the opportunity to choose to go on an adventure or to get to know this person, but you also need to be paying attention. So what else do we need to know? The ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, and boundaries. So I would say this is a soulmate quality person that is about to come into your life to help you to clear out karmas. Right, because we have gratitude, forgiveness, unconditional love. Your ancestors are, I'm looking in the other cards to see if there's anything reflecting ancestors. Not yet. Okay, so you're in the process of healing your family, lineage, timeline, patterns, cycles, karmas. Many of you are already fully aware of this, only because many of you comment, on these types of videos or in private readings. I'm connecting with a lot of people who know that they are breaking those family cycles. So someone new is coming in. It doesn't mean that this is going to be a lover or romantic or anything. It's a person. By the way, there is a book. I don't remember what book it is. I think it's the Book of Birthdays. That it has a list of birthday, like month and day, of people who are your particular soulmate. Okay, solar light upgrade, your solar plexus, inner fire, and your willpower. Okay, so this person is coming into your life soon to boost your confidence, help you through some sort of spiritual purification process. It has to do with your family timelines, your lineage, and your karma. They are coming in to help you with this. But it's going to be up to you to choose to interact with this person. So that's why you need to pay attention. Okay, so new energy, new inspiration. This could be a new muse for you. Okay, guiding you towards a more peaceful life situation, or to help you and your family move to a better way of living, a better lifestyle, or even to help you move your residence, your home, your family to another location. The Six of Swords represents a bridge. It's a transition of moving forward towards something better. Okay, and away from the yuck. So I'm just going to put this here. But no regrets, pile 2, because you know what it is that you're wishing for. You know what you are longing for and what you're ready to do. So in this next cycle of your life, or this phase, however long it is, somebody significant is going to come in. Again, it could be a person that links you with a new job or career that will allow you to relocate. It could be a romantic. It could be, marriage quality, someone you might start a family with. But this is also someone that you've been dreaming about, or this person has been showing up in your dreams. So just more proof that everything is synchronicity. Everything you're dreaming about, sensing, intuiting, is in fact what's happening. So the trouble with not being clear on dreams and that sort of thing is that a lot of the time we don't necessarily see the end goal, or we don't know the steps, right, that are next. So I'm thinking, pile 2, the next step for you is going to be like a new person or a new opportunity that's going to be showing up in your life soon. But you're going to have to choose. It's up to you whether you're going to say yes or no to this opportunity. You're also receiving activations through the sun to help you with your self-esteem and confidence and your willpower to assert your free will, free choice, to choose whatever is being offered to you. But I feel like what's coming in, what's being offered you, is going to also allow you the opportunity to move away or get away from the life that you have been living, the life that you've been experiencing as well. So it's a new adventure. So how adventurous are you? Pile number 2. Curious minds want to know. Now again, the cycle could be just a month or 3 weeks. It could be an annual cycle, or it could be a much longer phase or period in your life that this is unfolding for you. It really just depends on your life path, your purpose, your destiny. Your astrology, your transits, your numerology, those cycles. And you know what I'm also thinking? The more those of you working on yourselves, right, healing your energy, aligning with your highest self, becoming more authentic, etc., the more you release who you are not, the more you are going to be aligning with that something new or that someone new, which resonates more with who you are becoming as well. Everything happens for a reason. So pile 2, these are what your spirit guides wanted you to know at this time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, please do click the like button. If anyone's interested in a private reading, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 3. Welcome to your messages from your spirit guides. If you chose the pink calcite crystal, there's something you should know. So I'm going to set this here because there's barely enough room on the screen for all the cards. So let's find out what you need to know. Okay, the Horseman and Herald of Change. But you are the one who is changing your life and your reality using your mind, right? The number 3 is creative. It's self-expressive. 3 is also a problem solver. an analyzer, and the 0 brings you unlimited spiritual creative potential. So, what are you ready for change, or are you creating change that is going to allow you? Well, this card to me represents freedom. But what do your spirit guides want you to know? Okay. There are multiple possibilities that are able to manifest for you. Interesting, you've got nothing. Nothing. It always trips me up when the nothing card comes up. I'm like, okay. Nothing from nothing means something. Is that how that goes? Something from nothing means something. But you gotta have something if you want to be free. Okay, now I'm getting weird. I'm singing. I've been, singing a lot in my videos recently. My spirit guides sometimes speak to me through lyrics, and I just start singing, and then I realize, like, oh, that's a message that is coming from somewhere. Consciousness, great achievement. This is a congratulation. Pile number 3. Okay, along your path of intention. So you've been walking a particular path with a particular intention and a particular purpose. And there are many multiple opportunities. Well, not just one thing is changing. There are multiple things changing. So, herald of change. Accept change and transition in your life. Accept freedom. Accept and open yourself up to more creativity, spontaneity. Pay attention to the signs, because everything is guiding you towards your greatest success story right now. And I know, if you chose pile 3, I know that you already know. I know that you know, I know you know. Right? What more do you need to know? Okay, you have star beings helping you with your life purpose. Important information is coming to you. Wounds are being healed and recharging. So it doesn't say what kind of star beings. What kind of being does that look like to you? Because of the colorization, I would assume, like, my first impression is a tall white, which comes from the Pleiades, right? But I have discovered that there are many, many, many different galactic connections, star beings, constellations, galaxies, that we brought connections into this life with us to help us with our life path, purpose, and destiny. So I don't really know that you're a star seed, and from what I understand, a star seed, or a person who considers himself a star seed, is meant to be channeling, being a channeler from a particular constellation. But we all are made of stardust, so technically we've been seeded from the stars. So we're all star seeds, honestly. Okay, well, now we have more. So Sirius might be significant for you. So Sirius is blessing you right now in your life. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. So I happen to know for a fact that the Sirius star constellation is in the zodiac sign of Cancer. Right now the sun is in Gemini. So meaning a month from now, we're going to be in Cancer season. And so I feel like those of you who resonate with Sirius, your galactic family is helping you with your path and your purpose right now, this greater level of success. Actually, you've probably already achieved a certain level of success. However, there's more. Okay. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. This is a confirmation that there are certain aspects of your life, or maybe your personality, or your health, maybe, are all being healed and released right now. So actually the sun and the activations like the solar flares, the geomagnetic activity as well, are sending you healing codes into your cellular structure, your body, which is also probably assisting the activation of your DNA memory. To get a little woo-woo on you. Okay, now I know why nothingness is popping up. Try not to allow your mind or your beliefs or your way of thinking to keep you stuck in a rut. Because there's something definitely shifting here for you. And it might be your ascendant or your rising sign that's also going through a transition. You are in the process of becoming a different version of yourself. Okay, congratulations. Well, this is your soul's purpose, or part of your soul's purpose. Let's look at the astro matrix, Ace of Swords, of course. I was already picking up on Uranus. Uranus brings in sudden lightning flashes, realizations, epiphanies, a change of thought process. How many of you are experiencing like mental blackouts? And that's not meant to sound scary, but it's like a mental disruption. You might be thinking something, and then all of a sudden it's just like, it's gone, and there's nothing there in your brain. The reason for this is because the brain can only utilize information that it's already learned from the past. And when there's something new that's coming in for you from the galaxy or your soul or your higher self or somewhere else intelligent that you haven't already learned or gathered, that's when there's that disconnect, that disruption in your thought process, which probably has to do with Uranus, and however it's affecting your astrology right now. So there's something beyond maybe what you're even aware of that is part of this process of transition or transformation in your life right now, what you're experiencing. But everything is guiding you towards this greatest success. So it's perfectly okay for you to think that you did this all on your own. It's perfectly okay for you to think that. However, you are being supported by your galactic family and your star family. It's just that not everyone needs to know that kind of information. And not everybody even wants to know, that kind of information. I think what depends is like if you have a 7 in your birthday numbers or not. People who are born with a 7 in their birthday, they tend to want to know more or understand more. They want to get more secrets or something like that. Okay, look. The Hanged Man, so Neptune is probably also affecting your sense of spirituality or even your belief system. Neptune recently went into Aries. It's been in Pisces for a while. Quite a while. And so what constellation is in Aries? It's Andromeda. I think it's Andromeda. Yeah, it's Andromeda. Yes. Okay. You probably have multiple past lifetimes in the constellations. And it's my understanding by studying galactic astrology that in this lifetime, you're not only remembering what you learned from a past lifetime, but you're also like clearing the way for you to pursue even more, experience greater success, for the evolution of your soul, your life, your purpose. Okay. Because technically, we as souls, or the purpose of life, is to be creative, to experience something new, to evolve. So every day, you might have a different purpose, or you might feel like you're being called towards something different. And that's absolutely perfect. It's okay, because nothing is ever meant to stay the same forever. Even the cosmos, the universe, and all the moving parts within it are constantly moving and changing, and so are you. Another message that your spirit guides want you to become aware of. Now remember, whatever you feel you need to do, then, it's up to you to choose to pursue that. You don't have to allow yourself to connect with anything, beyond your comfort zone. But there is more, there is more out there that is waiting for you to remember that. So let's sum this up. I know I kind of went off in a couple of different directions, probably because of this. So you know what? Congratulations, you have been successful on your life, your path, your purpose so far. You were born for very specific reasons. I don't think you were meant to stay the same person throughout your entire lifetime. You are meant to change what you believe, maybe even create your own philosophy on life. But there's something new that is waiting for you to just tap into it, open up to it, and receive that guidance, that information. And so this is something that's also going to happen over the next couple of months. Right now, the sun is in Gemini, and so your mind might be flooded with information. Mercury's in Gemini at the moment, too, which is even driving me crazy. And I have to stop and remember, it's like, okay, I have more power over my mind than the planets do, so I tune into the present moment. But when, Jupiter is about to move into Cancer, Sirius is in Cancer. So something is about to expand in your life. For those of you already learning your transit astrology, look to see where Jupiter is right now and what house it's in. Is it about to change houses? It's because a huge area of your life is about to change as well with Jupiter. Jupiter's the teacher. It also allows you more opportunity to learn, to gain higher wisdom, etc., etc. So with the page here, there's plenty of opportunity for you to receive new insights, which you can use to incorporate to manifest a new life, a new path, freedom, whatever these cards represent for you. There is new energy and new information that is available to assist you along your path as well. Besides that, your star family just wanted to chime in and say, hey, we're here, we're guiding you, we're loving you, we're trying to get your attention. How many of you are looking up at the sky? Okay, pile 3, these are your messages, something that you needed to know. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button. If anyone is interested in a private reading, do feel free to reach out to me. My links are below. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back soon with another pick a card reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4. If you were drawn to the blue calcite crystal, there's something you should know. Okay, I'm going to put your crystal over here because we barely have enough room on the screen for all the cards and your crystal. So pile number 4 is something you should know. I want to start with this card. Okay, Vanishing Mirror, Ego, Sublimation. The number 58. Oh, it adds up to the number 13. Are you going through a transformation? Pile 4, Curious Minds Want to Know. Okay, Source, which is the Sun, the Outsider. Okay, pay attention to your thoughts. Okay, the Sacred Temple is referring to a spiritual path or a spiritual journey that you are on. And if you're feeling challenged right now, if your ego is being challenged, meaning if you're trying to force life to work in a way that maybe it used to work the way you wanted it to, but something has changed, and maybe for some of you who feel like you don't really have any power or control over certain things in your life anymore, it's because there is a spiritual transition that's happening, and you're being called to listen to your intuition and not your mind. Well, you have to use both, obviously, to live life, but your ego, what you want, isn't necessarily going to bring you what you want. Okay. Professional assistance and intentions. So there's something new that is coming in for you that's going to be available. Oh, okay. This makes sense. How many of you are wanting to change jobs or careers as well? So I would say that you're going through a spiritual transition, meaning your work just isn't satisfying, or maybe it's just gotten violent or uncomfortable. You're no longer enjoying your job or your work. There is another profession that you can be pursuing. However, this new profession or career or job is going to reveal itself through you when you listen to your intuition. It's more of a creative, it's more of a spiritual calling. So how many of you are being called to completely change your careers? What more do you need to know? Okay. Merkaba activation. Interesting. So I'm thinking, to get a little woo-woo on you, the Merkaba, usually I think of Archangel Metatron, who is the Archangel of transformation. But the Merkaba is also healing. I feel like if you chose pile 4, your subconscious memories or potential holds information that once you move beyond fear, you should be able to tap into this subconscious support to help you to change or navigate this changing career or lifestyle. But also I feel like you're like something is being activated in your life. Transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. Okay. I think if you resonate with Metatron, get with Metatron today as well. Connect with that energy because it is helping you with this ascension process, moving beyond ego and creating a spiritual practice or a spiritual job, a spiritual business, a spiritual purpose. Okay, and so you probably have past lives in Atlantis. Memories of Atlantis, are in your subliminal. They're in your subconscious waiting to become activated to help you remember. How many of you have been in a process of trying to remember your past or wondering about past lives, that sort of thing? So this Atlantis message is saying, okay, you're going through a process of spiritual acceleration in your life right now. Progress and technology might be playing a role. But technology, technically, especially if you resonate with Arcturians, Arcturus likes to see the physical body as a computer. So the physical body is your spiritual vessel. Your chakras are your energy vortices that bring you information from beyond the third dimension. And your mind is kind of like the software. Your DNA is kind of like the programming. So many of you who chose this pile, need to know that you are your own special technology. You have everything within you to do whatever it is that you desire to do. It just requires you to tap into that. So what does that mean? You're going to have to connect with your body. You're going to have to nurture it, activate or clear out your chakras, align your chakras, access higher levels of intelligence, or go more deeply into your subconscious memories. And I am not the expert on Atlantis or the Atlantis civilization. So I'm assuming you are. You probably know something about Atlantis because it's showing up in your pile. So what else do you have here? The King of Cups. Your spirit guides are also reminding you to stabilize your emotions because this is necessary for your spiritual path. So if you're experiencing fear, honestly, that's the first thing that needs to be dealt with. 9 of Pentacles, right? Knowing your self-worth. And then the 6 of Wands. So Jupiter soon as a transit is going to be bringing you new opportunities. And within the next 10 days, Jupiter is going into the sign of Cancer. And of course, I refer to Western astrology. But it's helping you to nurture your inner self, your inner child, help you to remember your past lives, or even your past in this lifetime, your childhood. Something is recalling you back to revisit your childhood. And what kind of needs did you have as a child that were not met? What were your parents not capable of supporting you? Because parents are technically just parents, right? They are people too with different personalities. And sometimes we don't really realize the truth of who our parents are until we ourselves become adults and we start noticing, like who we thought our parents are even aren't necessarily, especially if our parents don't really understand who they are or what they're doing. You know what I mean? There's your spirit guides are all around you, pile number 4, technically, or your higher self, your angels, trying to help you to understand that you're probably experiencing a separation between your ego mind, your desires, your need to hold on to this job or this career, this paycheck, but there's something better that is waiting for you to discover it, or there's something better that is waiting for you to create it. And when you realize that you are your own best AI, you have all the intelligence, the knowledge, the wisdom, experience already within you. It's probably not in your mind, your ego mind, but it's probably hidden in your subconscious, in your cellular memories, your past life memories. And when you take the time to, create a daily routine or practice to sit with yourself for this purpose, ask yourself to remember, or try to go into a deep meditation. It's really up to you to create a physical practice for yourself every day to completely create a blank space and a practice to help you to remember or help you to tap into this new influence and energy in the support system that is guiding you towards a better life, a better career, more rewarding, more fulfillment, away from fear, away from anxiety, stress. So this is a really deep pile. Right off the bat, I was picking up on the number 13. So you're going through some sort of transition, transformation. With Source card popping up here, to me this represents the sun, but it reminds me that you're probably, in this lifetime, you're meant to be becoming someone new or someone different, because it's important also for you to know, or some of you to know, that your rising sign also changes signs. It progresses during these cycles of change. So let's just say if your rising sign is Cancer, it doesn't stay in Cancer. Your rising sign will shift at least through 4 different zodiac signs during your lifetime, which changes you. It challenges you to incorporate another aspect of your personality that you show the world, which could affect your career, etc., etc. So there's something deeper here. These are progressions that are slowly trying to help you navigate and shift into this new awareness. And this new awareness might also be asking you to become aware of new thoughts or a new perception of yourself, your personality, or who you thought you were. You might very well be in the process of becoming someone completely different. And so I also want to say here that if you were born in let me just put it this way. If you are more fixed or rigid in the way that you think or the way that you approach life, if you are resistant to changing anything, it may be causing more stress or anxiety or difficulties within you and your mind, especially if you don't adapt well to change. The only reason I'm saying this is because in my own personal experience, the last 10 years of my life, my own mother randomly, spontaneously, completely unexpected, started going down that path into dementia. It really tore my heart apart. It seriously, I think it was maybe more challenging for me not being able to communicate with my mother anymore. But the more I have learned about astrology and life and progressions and transitions, I was starting to go through a personal transformation at the same time she started going into the experience of dementia. My mother was a Taurus sun, meaning she was a fixed sign, and that served her purpose to achieve her goals in life. But I bet you that her ascendant started to change, among other things. And if that's what I'm trying to say here, if you need your mind to continue to work or keep thinking in one way, or if you're starting to perceive something that seems out of this world, you're not necessarily going crazy, although the public consensus might tell you that you're going crazy. You're just in the process. Your personality is changing. Who you are becoming is changing. And so again, the more mutable or adaptable or on board you are with becoming a new person or creating a new life, the process will become easier. But if you're more fixed, then this change might be kind of difficult for you to deal with, which may cause emotional instability or fear. And we really don't want you to go down that path. Well, I don't anyway. But I hope I just shared some really important information with you that your spirit guides are really wanting you to know. Your higher self, your angels, even your loved ones who are on the other side that might be part of your new spiritual team are trying to get you to become aware of the fact that you are your own intelligent technology. You are your own device, spiritual, mental, emotional. If you choose to take the time to sit with these energies and to realize the bigger picture, you'll also realize that you have 100% power and control over navigating these changes. And you can choose to get on board with whatever is changing in your life, if you so choose. Remember, you have free will to choose. So, deep messages, deep changes for pile number 4. I'm sure in some way these resonated with you. But remember, you have free will to choose what you think, what you feel, who you are, what you believe. Maybe you weren't meant to stay the same personality in this lifetime. Maybe you were. So I do encourage you to start studying your own astrology or your own numerology if you're feeling called to do that, because that's where all the golden nuggets of wisdom and understanding are. If you don't have the focus or the patience to research this on your own, I would love to assist you if you would like to request a private reading. Even if it's just to receive a little bit more at a time. Anyway, pile 4. Whoa. I hope you enjoyed these messages today. If you did, please do click the like button, and you're always welcome to comment as well. Big shifts, profession, spiritual, ego, self, emotions. may all be melting in a big pot of stew at the moment. But these are the messages that I have for you from your spirit guide. So I hope these help you. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back again with another pick a card reading. Bye for now.